I haven't uploaded in some time, and I haven't streamed in some time either. First of all, I want to clarify this is not a live update video. This is something else, but I do feel the need to say that Namakelan is still in the works. It's just that he ended up being more complex than I anticipated initially. So, if you follow my socials, or if you know me from Samecast or Sea Monster streams, then you have seen this already. This is Battle for Earth. I wanted to talk about this today because a lot of people get stuck, and I did get stuck here. This is the first version that I ever made for Battle for Earth, and as you can see, it's on paper. The problem with paper is that as soon as you make a mistake, you might feel the need to start again. And so I did. And then I changed the pose to make it more dynamic, and I added more kaiju, and I fucked up again because I did this, and that looks terrible. The good thing is that digital art exists and you don't need to restart, but the problem is that you do have to restart because you kind of had to learn to draw again. And also I had to restart because that computer went to shit and I had to get a new one. So now, from a new computer and with a new software, I did this. While it's better, I still think this looked like shit. You can see Godzilla's knees or his legs. Kumonga looks weird. And overall, there's not much here that I can be proud of. So I started correcting, because for once in my life I could actually correct instead of delete and restart. As you can see, I decided to just redesign Kumonga because I wasn't really feeling comfortable with how it looked. I don't really think that giant spiders are interesting, and Kumonga is one of the biggest examples of why I feel that way. I think Kumonga looks boring and lame. So I decided that if I was going to make a Kumonga, I would make it look more alien, since this is the origin for Kumonga in my story. And so I made the forehead more bulbous, more creepy and uncanny. And I decided to redesign the spines on Godzilla because I wanted to create my own spines. The same way that I looked at -1s and I was like, I have never seen anything like this. Or at Millennium and I thought to myself, I have never seen anything like this. Or GMK, and the same thought like just comes over and over again with so many different designs. I decided that I wanted to create something that had negative space in between, and then everything divides from there. But as much as you can focus on monster design, the problem is that monster design is actually not that important. And that's something that a lot of the community never seems to understand. We don't come to this type of art for the monsters unless you're a kid or you don't actually care about the art side of it. We come here for what that means, what the monsters represent. And while I cannot do that in an image, I just felt like I was doing something wrong. It was my mentality approaching this that was the problem, where I had focused on the monsters instead of the environment, and since I didn't know that at the time, I just gave up. No, I'm joking, I didn't give up, I just started a perspective course. The idea behind this was that if I cannot move forward anymore, then maybe I should just move to the sides and try to learn as much as I can. And so for 6 to 7 months, that's what I did. I learned a lot, actually. Not just about monsters and like how to put a subject on different poses, which at first, as you can see, I wasn't really good at. Not only I learned that apparently I'm good at drawing stuff from above, but I also learned that we can technically create 3D models in 2D, by designing the pose from different angles and making little touches so it fits and it's all accurate to itself. I also learned that the environments matter. It's not just about the monsters and how cool they look or how well they represent whatever they're trying to do. If the monster doesn't exist in a world that feels real, then there's no point to it. It's all about the mundane objects we see. It's understanding the shapes, it's understanding how they foreshorten, it's understanding how we can imply, for example, texture or even lighting with the pose. It took me almost 6 to 7 months to feel like I could finally understand what was wrong with me previously. I had focused so much on the monsters that I didn't think that if I was trying to replicate something close to a fisheye, clouds should have perspective. Clouds also react to the world, they're a part of the world. The trees should be more angled, even Kumonga's legs should follow that perspective more closely. And so, even though I don't think that I made the perfect fisheye perspective for this, I still feel like finally I understood what I was doing wrong. And once I did that, I actually refocused on this. As you can see, Rodan's design has changed. Some people won't like it, I don't care. I didn't want him to feel too much like the Monsterverse Rodan, so I changed the wings to be more pterodactyl-like, accurate to the real life anatomy. And once that was done, I still felt like there was something I could have improved. And after talking to people online, I decided to change the lighting. A lot of artists won't do this because they don't want to hide their detailing and all of that, but in the end, I'm not trying to brag, I'm just trying to make something that I feel was worth making. So that's why I'm making this video. If you ever feel stuck, try moving to the sides. Try learning, and once you feel ready, keep moving forward. But don't give up. I'll be making more videos soon.